Hi there. Happy Sunday, happy Easter, and welcome to Tamara's Paper Trail. Hey, so I'm down in my cave and I am creating an epic mess. Ugh. I'm, yeah. this is, um, this is my norm. Sorry, I'll try not to go too fast. This is the floor. Yeah, like I have to crawl into my space. Um, I am creating for a number of classes that I have coming up this week. I've They're sold out. I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled with the response of it. Only problem is they're really over the top cards, like crazy over the top. So I was cutting all day yesterday. I'm cutting all day today, making this cute little. So cute. This is a little. What are they? They're calling it a corner. No, triangle corner pop up card, and it's just a whole lot of awesomeness. This part lies down. Okay, sorry, I'm doing this with one hand now. I couldn't, like, as you can see, I don't have room for my camera stand. Like, look at this chaos. I'm cutting thousands of pieces of paper, you guys. It's crazy. Anyway, so it does mail flat. It's, let's see if I can do this single-handedly without making you totally seasick. Hang on. Ta-da! Okay, so it folds out flat, so you can mail it. That's 4x4. Then you open it up, and you open it up. This part, I haven't attached it yet because I'm running low, but they're attached with magnets, little magnets that will hold that into place right there. Okay, this is not easy to do with one hand. And then this sits up, so it's a little easel. And then that's going to be held tight with the magnet. Super cute, super cute. Now, as you can imagine, you look at all the layers and the paper cutting. It's insane. I obviously love my people that I'm not charging $100 for this class. It's crazy. But what I wanted to show you was a little Tamara's tips. Actually, this is going to be a longer one than usual, but Tamara's tips with respect to cutting pads. Now, I cut these pieces out. I actually used my brother's scan cut, which cut out over 200 of them in about an hour and a half. So that's a slick little machine. But you can see I've also got a lot of big shot going on. I got the scallop circle. I've got a stitch circle. I have another stitch circle. This piece, whatever that is, some sort of a label framelit. But, okay, why am I showing you all this? I've cut out for my people all of the stitch pieces here and all of the scallop pieces here. And as I was doing so, you might notice that my cutting pad is green. If you've been paying attention to my posts or if you follow other demonstrators on Instagram, you'll know that Stampin' Up! Is going to be looking into getting a new die cutting machine. So the Big Shot is retiring as of June 3rd. I think the new catalog goes live June 4th. June 2nd, let's just go with the end of May. You won't be able to get the Big Shot anymore, but you also won't be able to get the cutting plates. And actually, they're sold out now, and they are not getting any more in. So this has caused quite the kerfuffle with people not knowing where to get their cutting plates. The M store, I know they did carry them. I've heard various reports. Some do, some don't. Amazon, that sort of thing. But, I think they're about $20 through Amazon or anywhere that you go. They're going to be a little bit pricey. So what I'm trying to do is conserve the one lonely little pack that I found in my cave. This was it. The last of my good cutting pads. So I cracked one open yesterday. And I was really sad. I was using it for embossing. And then I used it to cut something. And I had it kind of, well, you can see what happened. I had the cutting thing up. And so it left a nice etched mark in my cutting plate. But that's okay. What I really want to show you is what's going on here. In order to save this plate from warping, I mean, it's fine if it has a cut. I really don't care about the cut. What I don't want is for it to warp. So you can see it's nice and straight right now. If it's going to focus for me. And I'll show you, this is one that I opened. It's not very old at all. You can see it also has etchings from the Stitch Circle framelit. Look at the difference. Let's see if I can do this single-handedly. I really should have set up my tripod, or whatever I call it. Okay, so you can see how the top one is really warped, right? Another visual. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so the bottom one is the one that I've been using for the last few weeks, and the top one is the one that I've been using today. Now I have cut out, so this is my new one. I've cut out, let's see, 17 plus 8. Let's call it 30 or 40 of these. I have cut out, I've cut out a lot of stuff, and this is still perfectly straight. The trick, the tip that I'm bringing to you today, free of charge, is to get yourself to the Dollarama. Get into the sewing and or crafting section. Get yourself a, what are these called? Self-healing cutting mats. Okay, looks familiar, right? They're, I don't know, Dollarama, you never know. Could be $1, it could be $3, $4. I don't know what it is, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than $20. It was a little bit too wide to fit in my machine, so I just grabbed my trusty craft and rubber scissors. Oh, I do have them where they're supposed to be. Okay, so these old bad boys, and I simply cut it. Yes, I did. I cut that bad boy. So now it fits in here. All right, so I'm using my magnetic platform. I'll slide this bad boy in there. It fits nicely, and the dies still, the magnets still hold it pretty much in place. And in fact, when I had some smaller pieces, it was kind of pooping it over to the side. You know how it does that when the magnets are kind of off? So this is starting to warp a little bit. It's getting a little bowed in places, but I don't care. It's like $1.50 or whatever. So what's going on is this thing is absorbing a lot of the pressure. The reason that these plates warp is the pressure from the roller. When you just have a little circle in the place, the rollers, I don't know, the pressure is such that it warps the plates. But this seems to be absorbing some of that shock, and it's cutting fine. Now there was the odd time I had to run it through just back and forth a few times to get a proper cut, but it's saving my top plate. That's all I care about at this point. I can always replace this. I mean, I do have 5 of them in my craft room because, you know, if one is good, 5 is better, right? So it's very economical. So I'm actually going to start using it. You know, this plate is still usable. I'm wondering if maybe it will unwarp if I start using that with this cutting pad. So that's a long rambling Tamara's tips on how to maybe try to get a little bit more life out of your cutting pads until Stampin' Up! Comes out with a replacement machine and or cutting plates. So that's it for now. I better get cracking on. I have to go to Grandma's house for Easter dinner. I hope you have your fabulous, that came out wrong. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and we'll talk to you soon.